Hi guys! I'm finally finished with chapter 14. It's February 7, 8:36 a.m. So right now, I am going to start chapter 15. But first, I'm going to do my scheduling. For the month of February, it's for chapter 15. That's only for chapter 15. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish everything, but right now I'm doing my schedule and I have to complete it first because the date is only until February 20. But as you can see, I've already input some of them, particularly for today, February 7, starting this Monday until the February 10, this Thursday. It encompasses from the first phase for now until the third phase, entering the fourth phase. First is for the script. Okay, this is my process. First, I do the script for the first day, and then the second, I do the thumbnailing sketch on paper. I draw the pages exactly how Clip Studio Paint arranges their pages. So I start with, for the page 1 is for the cover, so I don't include it here. So immediately I go to the page 2, then page 3. Basically this is the left page and this is the right page. So I always start at the left, and my panel always starts with the left as well. Unlike the Japanese manga that we're used to, I follow the Western type of reading. I do it by 2, page 3, and so on, 4, 5, 6, 7, until page 19, depending on how long it is, but minimum is 18 pages. And then after that, I thumbnail sketch with the blue ink on Clip Studio Paint, and then the digital sketching, basically the red ink that I do, a more detailed, a more understandable sketch. And then comes the fourth phase, which is doing the comics itself, basically inking. So I've only scheduled this, I only input this one, the first 3, and the beginning of the fourth phase. I'm still have not included the scheduling of the pages, for the inking of the pages. Why? Because I haven't started my thumbnailing sketch, so I do not know how many panels I could draw for the consecutive days. For this day, I'm focusing only on script. That's it. So you'll see me just doing my script today. That's all. It takes me a long time to write. I actually do have a few already that I've moved from chapter 14 to chapter 15. I didn't include it in chapter 14. I just moved it for chapter 15, but I still have to finish it today. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, there are times that I do the script on the first day and the thumbnailing together while I'm doing the script. So I could do that as well today, but that takes me a long time. That's why I also allot the next day for the thumbnailing. That's why script on the first day, second day the thumbnailing, but I do those together, and then the digital sketch. Basically, I do the script and thumbnailing for 2 days. It's just that thumbnailing takes me quite a long time. Although when I do the digital sketch and the inking, I still do edit the sketching because sometimes I've thought of ideas that are much better. That's it. I'm just showing you how I'm going to start my comic process, because when I started this vlog, I started on the middle of my process, right? Inking. But right now, I'm starting a chapter, so I want to show you guys how I started. For this month of February, you'll be seeing my whole process of how I work my comics. And now I'm going to do my script. So I work my script on pages. And I also listen to lots of music when I'm doing scripting. That is always a must. I do not do my script not without any music. The music that I always listen to when I'm doing scripting, basically my Comix soundtrack playlist consists of orchestral music, what else? Acoustics, classical, anything that sounds cinematic and action driven. I listen to that. I'm gonna give you an example of how I do my script. Who are those in panel 10? And then the script for that panel. That's why I do script while I'm thumbnailing. That's what I was telling you guys. But right now, I'm just going to do script. And when I actually got to visualize a certain scenario, that's when I'm going to do the thumbnailing. I actually have to start from scratch. But before I do my script, I actually do a chapter outline. Basically, what are the main scenarios that are happening in the chapter? I'm outlining that and then I do the script. For example, in chapter 1, Kion and Zev is in an errand to buy ingredients for dinner, strolling through the street market, and then they helped a vendor from an accident, and then Kian and Zev went to a store and ignored a heist. That's the chapter 1. That's the outline for the chapter 1. That's an example. And then I do the script per panel, right? Like panel 1, and then this is the speech bubble included there, and the characters, who are the characters in there. And panel 2, and again, and so on. That's how I do things. So I'm not going to show you fully because I've already outlined until chapter 16. And actually, even before chapter outlines, I also outline the whole arc. So, what are the major plot points in an arc? For this first arc, it's the intra arc. So, I've already outlined the intra arc, the major plot points there, and then outline the chapter, the major scenarios happening in a chapter. I outline that as well, and then the script. I just realized, guys, that my thumbnail are so small. Look how minuscule these are. Without the script, I won't be able to understand this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So this is my plan. For my thumbnailing for chapter 16, I will make a template and just print it out. I'm going to divide the paper into equal parts so that it will be much bigger, and I will be able to understand the thumbnails more, and also you guys will be able to understand it. See, this is why I'm working my thumbnail with my script. This isn't the best approach, so I do not recommend to you. I don't recommend this to you guys. It's more preferable to just draw it in a much bigger dimension or scale. That's what I'm going to do in my next chapter. So I I put little notes on the side of what's happening. This is an example of bad thumbnailing. Nice. I just ate my dinner and now I'm back again on my desk. I really do not like how I'm doing things right now. My 5 p.m. is for workout. I'm not in my best constitution and I was having tremors a while ago, so an elevated heart rate, so I really can't work out. And then it's 7 already and I'm still doing this when in fact I'm supposed to be working 4 hours in the morning and only 4 hours in the afternoon, yet I'm still working on this. I'm on my 8th page. I was just done with my 8th page. I actually wrote the script first. I was doing the script and the thumbnailing interchangeably, and then I wasn't able to visualize any when I was working it side by side, so I just focused first on the script. And now I think I have a total of 11 pages for the script, maybe more than that because I haven't really added the action, but I'm on page 8, panel 37. That's how much I've done. This is what I realized. I think this comes from comparing myself to other creators that do, like for example, they can finish a thumbnailing sketch and script in one day. Like, how do they do that? Like, and yet I can't do it. So am I in the right path or what? Am I doing it correctly? Like, oh, am I just too slow? Actually, I'm really slow in thinking of scripts and thumbnailing. I think it's because I haven't really trained myself to, like for example, for some writers, right? They train themselves into just writing whatever comes into their mind and just edit it out, right? I don't do that. So I'm usually always stuck in my desk thinking of the best scenario. That's why I always listen to music when I'm doing my script and thumbnailing, because without it, I can't seem to think of a scenario. So I've gotten used to listening to music in order for me to create a scenario and think of a script. I am going to finish at around 8, I guess, but I have to thumbnail the remaining script that I wrote, and then I will go to bed. But I've gotten myself ready to bed already. I'm just gonna finish this for this night, and then I'll just say hello to you again tomorrow morning. I feel like there's not much time in a day. And lately, I haven't been having any free time, and all has been going into comics. I think maybe that's why I'm getting tremors. Aside from I'm off medication, that could be it as well, that I'm overworking again. Though I think when I'm back to inking, I will be able to follow my schedule, because right now, I'm kind of lenient because I'm just scripting and thumbnailing. I can do it when I'm cooking. I can do the script when I'm cooking in my phone. I can do the script in my phone, by the way. It's connected to my phone, so I can easily access it wherever I go. So even when I'm eating, I can still edit it. See, I really do not have the free time. This is what I do. I always schedule food for the week so that I know already what I'm going to cook and what I'm going to prepare. I wake up at 4 a.m., cook breakfast, and after that, I prepare the ingredients for lunch, and then eat my breakfast, and then shower, and then do some work, and then my rest time. If any of my siblings aren't available because of personal or school responsibilities, then I'm the one who's going to cook. So my rest is allotted for cooking, and then I go for lunch and then back to work again. And then since I haven't been working out, I've allotted that for another hour for comics. And then sometimes I feel like it isn't enough. So the 6 p.m. free time is allotted again for my comics, and then dinner comes. I've been having conflicts on how to follow my schedule. I actually made a new schedule, by the way. I've edited the old one that I've showed you. I'll show you next time, not now because I'm focusing on this. Hey guys, I am finally done with my thumbnailing, and it's 5:12 in the evening already. So I'm just on time. Yay! So just 19 pages. I've done 19 pages of it. It's 19 pages of storyboard. I was able to exactly draw them in just 19 pages. And I'm done with my script too. I'm just going to rest because I'm really tired. So tomorrow I am going to start the digital sketching. Basically, I'm going to design the framing of the comics already, and then transfer the sketches to digital in blue ink, just rough sketch, and then add the speech bubbles. So when I ink, it will be easier for me to know what is happening, and if the framing design that I did here, the flow is good, I'll be able to know it through transferring this to there in Clip Studio. Phase 1 is check mark. So I'm gonna see you again when I'm doing my digital sketching.